Hi, I'm Anitra McCarthy, and I'm the Senior Director of Recruitment at the Cornell Graduate School. Today, I'm very pleased to provide this reference for Kawar Rana for his annual review. Kawar's been my dedicated project manager for the last two events I've had with vFairs. I've been working with vFairs for 3 to 3.5 years, and my events have always been spectacular. I literally have nothing negative to say about the company, but working with Kawar specifically has been really fantastic. One of the things that I love about vFairs is the way that you work with your clients, and specifically that we get a dedicated project manager for each of our events. And it's been a pleasure working with Kawar. I consider myself lucky that he was assigned to me. And so working with him, again, has just been great. He is extremely responsive, very dedicated to his job. And as an employer, that's something you should really be thrilled with. He cares very much about his performance, but also that he makes your company look really good and professional. And one of the things I especially like about Kawar is that you would never have any idea that he is working with so many other people. When he's working with you, he is so thoughtful in his communications and in his, dedication to you and to your event that you don't even realize how many other clients he has. And that is huge for me. It makes me know that he cares about the success of my event. He values the work that I'm doing, and he values vFairs. And he also has an amazing work ethic personally for himself. And so I think that shouldn't go unnoticed. And so in working with him, I think I mentioned his response times are super, super fast. And I really appreciate that because I don't have a lot of time to waste. I have to manage a lot of people here on my end. And for virtual events, sometimes I have upwards of 300 different booth representatives that I'm trying to deal with. And so I don't have a lot of time to worry about, things getting fixed or any edits or things like that. He's just on top of everything. And anytime I send him something, it just gets done so unbelievably fast. And that's just amazing to me. A lot of people are just really slow, and that's not the case with vFairs, and it's certainly not the case with Kawar. And so, a couple of other things that I really like about him is that, I'm not a super techie person, and he has shown me some of the features of the administrative backend. And so I've learned how to do a whole bunch of things for myself. And I love that he took the time to show me those things, and I appreciate that. And not everybody would do that. So I think just overall, the dedication that he's had to my events, making sure that they're successful, and the trust that I have in him because he has done such an amazing job working with me. And I'm not an easy client to work with. I have a lot of things that I need, and I have a lot of people who are really picky, and they have very high expectations, as do I. And I can trust him. And I know that when I send something to him, if there's a concern or a request or something needs to be changed, I know that it's going to get done. And if he can't do it, I know that he's going to figure out who can. And that's just very settling to me. And I think if I have the opportunity to work with him in the future, I'd really like to be able to, because again, the trust factor is a pretty big deal. And then working with vFairs overall, I give testimonials on vFairs all the time. I've looked at a ton of different virtual event platform vendors, and nobody ever rises to the level that vFairs has for me. So I'm sold on vFairs, and I tell everybody who asks, which is, quite a lot of people actually. I've done a lot of testimonials. And so I feel the same way about Kawar as I do about your company. And I think he is a real asset to vFairs. I think you are lucky to have him. So at my company, the way that we're evaluated every year, and the way that we have to evaluate our employees is essentially on a scale of 0 to 5, 5 being the best. And if I were to do that here today for Kawar, I would give him the absolute highest rating. And so that's what I'm saying to you. I give him my highest rating without any reservations at all. And I know that you are moving into having these dedicated people serving different industries like higher ed. And I appreciate that. And I do hope that in the future, I have the opportunity to work with Kawar again. Thanks so much.